to the Motocross Supercross podcast.
What is up, everybody? Episode 102. This is our 250 recap of round 9 of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross series at Washougal. I'm Adam, here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
What's going on, dude?
Only 3 races left. We got Unadilla, Budds Creek, and Ironman, and that's it.
That's it, dude. That's it. We're coming into closing of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship. We'll be doing the 250 recap today. And what a race. What a race to actually go over and do this episode on. It was a good one.
Yeah, lots of close racing, which I really liked. And I thought the track was awesome, of course. Everyone loves it up there. Lots of trees, lots of shadows. Yes. Made for some interesting racing. So we'll get into more of that. But yeah, all the way up there in the Pacific Northwest, or the PNW, as being referred to all over. And yeah, so we saw some good stuff. And after we saw the practice times, I was like, we are going to see this blue podium. I thought it was going to happen.
I know, you were super pumped about it. But yeah, let's jump right in.
Yeah, we'll see. So with the practice times, Justin Cooper had the fastest time, and they were all pretty close too. He had a 2:11.3. Joey Savacci had a 2:11.4. And then Faulkner was in third, 2:12.2. Ferrandis, 2:12.3. And Plessinger, 2:12.4. Then 2:12.5 for Mosman, 2:12.8 for Sexton. Dude, everyone was so close.
Mosman had a really nice race.
Yeah, he had a pretty good weekend. He's definitely getting better and better each week. But who didn't have a great weekend? Alex Martin, sitting in second place in the points. And, it's like 2 weeks in a row where he just didn't show up.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately for him, he had another really bad weekend. He ended up qualifying ninth. Which if you look at the times, it's not bad, but ninth place is it's pretty bad. He ran into a little bit of problems, but something's happening over there. He's definitely going through some stuff, and I hope he picks it up if he wants to contend this championship. Although I feel like it's already been closed out.
Yeah, he's literally running out of time. It's not officially over yet. You can't crown Plessinger the official champion yet, but Alex Martin's running out of time. Thought he would turn it around this race. I picked him to get second, and that definitely did not happen. But let's jump right in with this 251st moto.
Yeah, let's do it, man, because this was a good one. Right off the start, we got the Cowie boys up front. Savacci with a great hole shot, super clean. Austin Faulkner right behind him. Ferrandis right there too. A couple other guys.
Yeah, Mitchell Harrison, Jordan Smith. Everyone was pretty close right there. Some good starts for people.
Yeah, then you see Plessinger a little bit behind, but a couple of laps in, Savacci and Faulkner are still battling it out. They battle out pretty much all race.
Yeah.
Jordan Smith right behind them. Mossman in 4th place. Plessinger right there in 5th. Kind of closing on Mossman and closing on this front pack.
That's right. When they came around first lap, Ferrandis was in 5th, Mitchell Harrison was in 6th, Plessinger was in 7th, but then we saw Ferrandis go down, and I was like, there goes the blue podium right there.
I know. Ferrandis running into a little bit of problems at the beginning of the race. This whole moto was disastrous for him. He definitely had a lot of bad luck on this one. He went down a couple of times, and it cost him a bunch of positions, and it didn't show a great weekend for him.
Yeah, we saw a couple other Yamahas down too, Colton Nichols and Challen Tennant, and a lot of baby blue gear, man, in this first moto. It seemed like everyone was, probably half the field was wearing baby blue.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to say. The top 4 guys were definitely running that baby blue. The KTM guys, though, running that baby blue, matching their plastics, which it looked pretty sick, because for the second moto they changed it up and it looked very, really badass. So
yeah, they had that deal with Adidas going on this week. We saw all the guys with their shopping bags all filled up, so it looks like they had a good week. They're coming into this race fresh gear and stuff, and they changed their plastics and gear for that second moto too. They went all black. Yeah, lots of baby blue. I was just like, so much. What is with that? But yeah, we talked about Mosman and how he had a good week, but he had a really sketchy moment jump into the sand section.
Yep. A lot of guys did. Savacci did too at the beginning of the race in the first couple of laps. He just launched it, dude.
Well, he landed fine, and then like right after the landing, it just like shot right, and he was headed like right towards a crowd of people.
Oh, yeah. He felt that pressure from Plessinger. Plessinger was right there, and he managed to save the crash, but it allowed Plessinger to pass him and just go around him for fourth place.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, I played it back, and like only one fan in the whole crowd dipped out of there. Everyone else was just like sitting ducks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. The guy, it looks weird him jumping out of the way, but he's the smart one.
Yeah, after that though, this race started to get really good because you had Savacci still leading, Forkner, Smith, Jordan Smith, and then Aaron Plessinger in fourth place. And they're only separated by 2 seconds, dude. 2 seconds. And I think they stayed like that until probably the last lap.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Definitely watching them running that close the entire race. We did see the teammates battle it out a little bit.
They battled out a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it. Austin Forkner and Joey Savacci. So Joey Savacci started it off good.
He made a couple of mistakes, though, which allowed Forkner to close him up. And I feel that this track was a little bit one-lined, just like a little choo-choo train following each other through the lines. But it was good. Forkner found a space in one of the turns, and he put the bike in there and got the first position from Savacci, man. And they continued to battle it out. They applied pressure to each other. Forkner getting a little bit aggressive with his teammate. It was clean.
Savacci got aggressive with him too, though.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, but this is at the beginning, or when he first makes a move on Savacci. Yeah, and it was very aggressive, but it was clean. So it was a good move between teammates for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely clean. Savacci led the first 5 laps, and then Forkner took over, led the next 6 laps. And Chase Sexton, who I said was going to get on the podium, he was like running 5th, and he was like in his own little world there because those first 4 guys were all really close, and then like 5 seconds behind them, it was Chase Sexton, and then he had like a 5-second lead on anyone else on 6th place, who was Mosman.
Yeah, Sexton also with a great weekend for sure.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit in that second moto, but yeah, he did have a good weekend. And Jordan Smith, we saw him, everyone posting the video, him wheeling through that little whoop section before the finish line.
So nice, man.
Yeah, he hit it so perfect. Nice. Except his foot did come off a little bit, but...
Don't matter. It's about the style.
Yeah, dude, he looked cool. I don't know how much faster it was, but he made it look really cool, and that's all that matters, really.
I can tell you it wasn't slow, though, because Plessinger did not make the move on him, so...
Dude, he did a great job holding off Plessinger.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And that's what I mean. I think he mentions the same thing.
Points leader Aaron Plessinger, I should say.
Yeah, who was making some moves too, and he managed to stop them right there outside the podium for this first moto. At the end of the moto, though, Joey Savacci, like you mentioned earlier, getting a little bit too aggressive with his teammate Austin Forkner. And just puts the bike right in there when he got passed and makes the pass himself on Austin Forkner and takes the lead and the moto win, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it was too aggressive, but he definitely went from like the inside rut like all the way to the outside rut. He was just jumping over all the ruts so he could cut off Austin Forkner.
Yeah, he definitely missed that. He definitely missed that inside, and that's why I think it made it quote unquote aggressive. And the only reason it's aggressive is because it's your teammate. If it would have been anybody else, it would have been a good pass.
Yeah, well, at least he didn't take him out like we saw Martin and Plessinger do. So, in that sense, it was super clean. That's as clean as it gets.
One of the things I wanted to, it was. One of the things I wanted to mention, I don't know if you noticed, but they're going through lappers and whatever, and they catch up to Tyler Rosa, who was sitting in 26th place, and they passed him, and as soon as they passed him, he just eats much. Yeah, dude, he eats it so good. And I don't know what happened to it. He just kind of like bloop, you just see him like at the end of the shot type of video. I don't know if we were able to put one of those in our Instagram at the MXSX podcast, but it was a great video.
Yeah, I saw like I don't think they showed the actual crash, but you could see him like start to go down or something. But
Yeah. He just kind of loses the front end and just kind of watches us out.
It's that camera effect, man. Like you could be like people walk down the sidewalk, whatever, no problem. But you put a camera on them, and then they start like tripping, and just stuff starts happening. So it's the same for like motocross. He's on camera, and boom, he goes down.
Something for real.
Ferrandis also, he worked his way all the way up to 9th, and then he stalled it. So just a bad moto for him.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I said at the beginning. Like, you know, he just had a lot of bad luck in this first moto. But yeah, the results for this first moto, like you mentioned, or I mentioned, Savacci ended up winning. Austin Fortney got 2nd. Jordan Smith got 3rd. Aaron Plessinger right there in 4th place. Those 4 guys definitely did a great job battling it and staying together the whole race. It was very enjoyable.
Definitely. It was great.
Chase Sexton in 5th. Justin Cooper in 6th. Michael Mosman, who we mentioned, he had a really good weekend in 7th place. Alex Martin, not so much in 8th. McElrath, and a little bit of bad luck in this first moto in 9th. RJ Hampshire, who I feel like he had a decent weekend as well. Very quiet, not, you know, just not a lot to talk about, but
definitely better second moto, which we'll get into.
Yeah, Dylan Ferrandis in 11th place. Mitchell Harrison in 12th. Sean Control in 13th. Enzo Lopez just can't manage to stay up front in 14th place because he had a really good start.
Yeah, he was definitely up there, and he actually got a little bit of TV time in that second moto.
Yeah, they mentioned him. Colt Nichols in 15th place. Cameron McAdoo in 16th. Dakota Alex in 17th. Jimmy DeCotis in 18th. Jordan Bailey in 19th. And then the hometown guy, Tommy Wick, in 20th place, getting that last point.
Justin Cooper, man, having that fastest qualifier, but just not being able to, you know, get some good results out of it. I mean, he got 6th place, but I was expecting a little bit more from him.
Yeah, I think he just had a really bad start. You know, he got pinched out and, you know, just running a little bad luck, but not as bad as our friend Austin Faulkner, who goes down in this second moto, who we're about to go over.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into the second moto because this is where things definitely got a little spicy. But it started off with Plessinger getting that whole shot. McElrath behind him, Faulkner behind him, Ferrandis and Nichols were also up there. But McElrath straight up just passes Plessinger and jumps out front early.
Yeah, that was impressive for sure.
And then our Moto 1 winner, Joey Savacci, nowhere to be found. He crossed the finish line at 25th on that first lap. So he's way back there.
Same thing as Justin Cooper. He just got pinched out in that start and couldn't manage to put himself in a good position.
Joey Savacci crossed the finish line 24th place coming around on that first lap. But it didn't take long for things to go south for Austin Faulkner. He scrubbed the hell out of that jump so hard. He clipped his front. He came up short with his front tire and went down so hard.
I don't know if scrubbed the hell out of it is the right word for this situation. He scrubbed it just like everybody else. He just kept that front wheel a little bit too low, and it just clipped that top, man, and he just went all the way down. He banged up pretty good. He definitely got, I don't want to say knocked out, but he definitely got banged up.
He's lucky no one hit him or his bike because that's like a blind section, and they didn't do a very good job of like directing the traffic. And yeah, it's a fast section right there too.
And it was, the beginning of the race, so there was a lot of riders right behind him. So yeah, he ran with a little bit of bad but good luck for sure.
He was running that. He had like a 4-leaf clover on his butt patch for like some extra luck, and it definitely did not help. Did not help.
Yeah, no. He another weekend for him that he throws the race away, and this is 4 in a row, man.
I got a person he can see. It's an actual witch. She'll give him some stuff, some treatment.
You get some of the bad voodoo off of him.
Yeah, he's got to get drastic, switch it up. I mean, got a couple races left and running out of time here, but I think he already pretty much threw it away. He was a DNF this race, was not able to finish, and he laid there for like a good lap. And turns out he will be ready for Unadilla. So I guess he's didn't break or get hurt too bad, but he did not look good the way he was laying there. But I guess
no,
he's good.
Definitely not.
A bunch of people giving him so much crap on his Instagram. I was just reading the comments, and they're just like, yo, that's like 4 races in a row now where you just lay on the track like you're dead, and then here you are next weekend ready to race. Like, just get on your bike and finish. But, yeah, it just looked nasty, so I'm just happy he didn't get hurt.
I guess he's not injured. He's just severely sore. So we'll see what they come up with.
That one time he was hurt pretty bad, and they were telling us like his ribs or something hurt.
Exactly. So
got a leg injury, whatever it is. But we'll just have to stay tuned and see what's up with him.
Yeah, we'll have something for you guys in our next podcast when we do the 450. But Aaron Plessinger had a pretty tough first moto. It was right there, man. It was right there in second, following McElrath around the track. And
that's the big story here. Well, actually, it was actually not the biggest story, because Shane McElrath was dominating everyone so hard. The cameras and stuff just pretty much followed Joey Savacci just coming through the pack.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. That he had a really good weekend. After all, he won the first moto, and then he went from 25th all the way up to ninth place. And right behind him was Chase Sexton, because Chase Sexton also had a really bad start in the second moto and made it all the way up to 10th place. So good for those two guys for sure. Yeah,
Chase Sexton was just tagging on. He's just like one of those little fish that hang onto the sharks and stuff and follow them everywhere. I don't know. Just Shark Week theme. Got to drop that in there.
It's called remora.
Remora?
Or suckerfish.
Yeah, those little suckerfish, man. Yeah, I haven't been able to watch too much Shark Week, so I missed some things. But I did see some funny things. Still, the best one was Guy Fieri and his kid. Some sketchy moments happened. But Chase Sexton, we were talking about him. He said, my results didn't show for how my riding was. Still managed to get to the lead 4 in the first moto and ended up 5th. The second moto got caught in a pileup in the second corner, which put me last. So I had to work to get back to the top 10. I can definitely say the next 2 weeks' main focus will be starts, so I can finish these last 3 nationals where I belong in the front. I feel comfortable on the bike, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, looks like he went down in that second corner there, little pile up. So that kind of explains his problems. But, yeah, definitely did a good job just tagging on to Savacci, coming all the way up through the pack like him. Plessinger also, he went down and went from second to third. Nothing too serious. But Ferrandis getting that second place.
Yeah, Ferrandis took advantage of that mistake that Plessinger made and made the pass for second place and took it from him. But Aaron Plessinger wasn't too concerned since, he still will be getting that overall win.
Overall win, taking that big trophy home, that's for sure.
And keeping the red plate.
And RJ Hampshire actually finished not too far behind. It was Ferrandis and Plessinger and Hampshire. They were actually pretty close, but McElrath had a huge, massive lead on all of them.
Yeah. So McElrath ended up winning the second moto. Ferrandis, like we said, he got second. Plessinger got third. Hampshire, who you just mentioned, got fourth. Way better second moto for him. Colt Nichols also with a really good moto, got fifth place. Alex Martin getting a little better, not so much though, with a sixth place. Mitchell Harrison, seventh. Justin Cooper in eighth. Joey Savacci all the way to ninth place, as we mentioned earlier. Chase Sexton right behind him. Cameron McAdoo in 11th place. Mossman, who, like we said, he had a really good weekend. He just he got bullied all the way back to 12th. Jordan Smith, he didn't get so much luck in this one. He got 13th. Jordan Bailey in 14th. Enzo Lopez again in 15th. The home track hero, Tommy Week in 16th place. Sean Cantrell in 17th. Challen Tenen in 18th place. Dakota Alex in 19th. And then for 20th place, Hayden Melross. It's coming from having a DNF in last weekend.
Yeah, he also DNF'd that first race too, and I was kind of upset because I had him on my fantasy team. So not the greatest pick there this weekend. And as Savacci and Chase Sexton were coming through the pack, we got to see some of the other riders, as we talked about, and they actually showed Martin Costello for a second. Yeah. And Martin Costello came around on 11th place for those first 2 laps, but then he faded and then dropped out. But, running those Yodel Boy graphics, they didn't, no shout out, no love for that, but we'll give them the love on here for the Yodel Boy graphics. But
there you go.
Was not able to finish that one. Too bad for him.
Yeah. He didn't even make it in the top 20 for the overall. We got Plessinger in first with a 4th and a 3rd.
Crazy.
McElrath with a 9th and a 1.
Crazy.
He got 2nd place. I know.
Insane.
And then Joey Savacci with a 1st and a 9th and 3rd place. Dylan Ferrandis, 11 and 2nd. Hampshire, 10 and 4th. So a lot of these guys, like right up to there, they got really good and then really bad. So,
well, at least Plessinger didn't take all the points away. Not that Alex Martin was really able to benefit at all.
Yeah, he's about 59 points behind now. So it's going to be a little bit hard for Alex Martin to close that gap, especially with only 3 races left.
3 races left. Yeah, it definitely looks like Aaron Plessinger leading those points, 371. Alex Martin, 312. Behind them, Justin Cooper in that 3rd place, 267. Shane McElrath in 4th with 251, so maybe he can start to close that gap. They got a little bit of a lead on Austin Faulkner. He's 238.
Well, with his DNFs, that's going to be hard for him to catch up.
So many zeros in his... like he got the second moto at Hangtown, 0 points. And then the second moto at Southwick, 1 point. Then the first moto at Redbud, 0 points. And then the second moto at Washougal, 0 points. Oh, I forgot the second moto at Spring Creek. He got 3 points. So, man, just a couple bad second motos for him really took him out of this championship run.
Yeah. He threw away possible, maybe like 50, 60 points right there, maybe 70 points that he could have, had.
Insane. We also had the All-Star race. We'll just touch base on this because we mentioned Villapoto and Wygant doing the beer bong. So we saw Villapoto win the race, and then he showed Wygant how to do that beer bong.
That's right. He was talking on that video. He was talking with a little bit of
like I can do better kind of attitude.
Yeah, exactly. Like he knew that Wygant was being a little bit.
He did dump a decent amount of foam out though. Decent amount.
Who wants foam though?
I'm not gonna say it wasn't like too much, but compared to Wygant, it was nothing. So it's good to see beer bongs making a appearance at the Washougal motocross track.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Villapoto showing what's up after winning that All-Star race.
That's right. I think that's pretty much all we need to touch on for this. Did I miss anything?
No, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram at MXSX Podcast. And also, don't forget, we were giving away a pair of 100% goggles. They are black with the gold, and they're free. All you have to do is go to our Facebook, like us on there.
Send us a message.
Make sure, you send us a message with your address, right? And we'll be putting the rules up there anyways. You have till next weekend, so make sure to get on it.
That's right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.